Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Living Life Holographic. This is
Inuka.
and I am Chiron. And today we're talking about.
Robert Downey Jr. as...
Oh, I thought we were going to do something else for sure.
Oh, what was it?
No, I'm kidding. We're going to talk about the Comic-Con and Robert Downey Jr. returning to play
As Victor Von Doom. So my thoughts on Robert Downey Jr. as Victor Von Doom, as Dr. Doom. Probably not the best doctor in my opinion because, I don't like doctors.
Get out of here.
Yeah, sorry guys. But I do...
You don't like doctors?
Yeah, I don't like doctors. I'm scared of them.
That's a whole different episode.
Terrified. But yeah, I think that overall, like with Dr. Doom and Robert Downey Jr., I think in the comic, I just read up on this one, is basically Victor Von Doom and Robert Downey Jr. were roommates. And
Victor Von Doom and Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah.
So, a character who's not real and Robert Downey Jr. who is real were roommates?
Yes. Those two overall...
college roommates?
Yeah, college
They must have
roommates.
got some
Yeah,
really good studying.
They got some destruction of doom.
Um,
But overall, yeah, Tony Stark.
They got some studying in, let me tell you.
Their minds switched. They flopped. So Iron Man is in Victor Von Doom's body, and Victor Von Doom is in Tony Stark's body.
Okay.
And that's how it starts. And that's why you saw like during the Marvel, what was it? It was like during on that stage, how he loves interesting characters. I mean, don't we all? I love a good interesting character because you just can't guess what's going to happen. Think about what he's going to do to Peter Parker.
What?
Yeah. Because
what Dr. Doom's going to do to Peter Parker?
Yeah. I mean, think about it because they have, it's the multiverse, right? Because you have Spider-Man as Tobey Maguire, or not Tobey Maguire, Jesus. That's another.
That's an old one.
Tom Holland. Right, Tom Holland, and they have that father-son kind of dynamic. Hey, Tom, what's up? But they have that father-son dynamic, but I don't think Spider-Man as Peter Parker is going to realize that, hey, is this who I think it is?
Well, in the comics or in the multiverse, there is a version of Dr. Doom who is an evil Iron Man. So they could go that route. They could be an evil Iron Man, and there's also rumors that they could bring back Iron Man, a different variation, and have Tom Cruise play that version and have Tom Cruise battle Dr. Doom.
Magnum P.I.
I don't think Tom Cruise would join the multiverse or the Marvel at this point.
I actually don't see. I mean, I know that didn't he audition for it?
I don't know if he auditioned or they just considered him.
Okay.
And I do know Marvel wanted him over Robert Downey Jr.
Wow.
And John, the director of Iron Man 1, fought for Robert Downey Jr. and said he wouldn't do it without him. So they said okay. And he got Robert, which turned out a great casting choice. I don't know if Tom Cruise was going to do it or if they just wanted him to do it. There's two different things.
Yeah.
Because Tom Cruise doesn't like too much CGI, and Marvel is very CGI-like.
That's true. And he likes doing his own stunts.
Yeah, that's why Mission Impossible is so awesome, because if you saw the last Mission Impossible during the chase sequences, they really did those chase sequences. The new one, have you seen the new photo from the new one where
he's just he's falls?
Well, that's from the new one that came out, but there's number 8.
Yeah.
The photo show leaked or whatever of him hanging on to like a small plane up in the sky. So he's like literally just hanging onto the wing, and he's up in the sky. So I don't he must be like wired down to that wing, but going that fast up in the sky with
you probably your face is probably going with all that wind.
It's a very disturbing noise. But who did you want? Like, if you don't like Robert Downey Jr., who would you want to play as Dr. Doom?
Ooh, probably the very first one, the very first Victor Von Doom that played in the Fantastic Four. I could see him giving him another chance as the role.
Oh.
Yeah, because he did play a good villain. It's just that the Fantastic Four did not do so well. Having Robert Downey Jr. coming back as Dr. Doom, I think is fantastic. I think Robert Downey Jr. is going to deliver. You know he delivers, and he's going to be fantastic.
Packages.
Yeah. Because he loves those, like, interesting characters.
I mean, yeah, he likes complicated characters.
Yeah.
And he, like you said, new mask,
Mm-hmm.
same task.
I like that. Yeah. And not only that, like, Robert Downey Jr. has starred in lots of movies that are complicated characters.
Mm-hmm.
That have been complicated characters. What was the most recent one with him in it?
Oppenheimer?
Yeah, Oppenheimer.
Well, I mean, I don't know if that was a complicated character, but
he did a great job.
Well, he won an Oscar.
Yeah.
I think he won the Oscar for supporting role, did he?
Yeah.
So maybe that's why he's coming back. Is like, all right, I did this role and I got an Oscar. I'll come back to the MCU.
He's like, all right.
He's like, I proved my point.
Stretch out my Oscar arms.
It's like, I proved my point. I'll come back to the MCU now because I had my time away. And Doctor Doom is also not a huge character that's going to be around in many, many films.
Yeah.
Like right now, it's supposed to be in those two Avenger movies.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe, I'm assuming he's probably going to be...
Future Fantastic Four.
Could be. Like, he's got to get introduced at one point before Avengers, I assume.
Yeah.
So he's got to be in a supporting role in at least one or two other movies before Avengers. But since he was just announced, and Fantastic Four is also just starting to film at the same time,
let's hope it's a good
it
one.
makes sense that he would do it because the casting news a week after Fantastic Four started shooting.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, come on. But as well as Disney D23 is very close from happening, and that's when they usually have a lot more Marvel news. So if they announce a change with Doctor Doom and the title of Avengers, I wonder what more surprises are in store for D23 because that's where they usually do a lot of the announcements. Like last year, they basically announced the whole next phase and a bunch of movies and shows.
That's right.
So, but they also left out a bunch in between the Avengers and whatever the last movie was of that phase. But now it doesn't make any sense because next year, like this year we had one Marvel movie. Okay. Next year there's supposed to be 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then the following year is Avengers. And then a year later, the next Avengers movie. So they're shoving a lot of content in theaters next year.
Ooh.
And it's gonna be jam packed. Like it's nice to have one movie this year. Took a little break, calm things down. Mm-hmm. They did a lot of reshoots for Captain America 4, and I think they did reshoots of another one. But then they have Fantastic Four filming, and then Blade's supposed to be starting to film. But I don't know if that's going to be filming because there's been lots of issues with that one. So maybe they're actually going to announce that they're canceling it again.
Because they're run by vampires. Come on, man. They hate daylight, so it's their video production has to be at night. I can see it.
Let's wrap it up. Robert Downey Jr. Great. I think that's what we got from this.
I think that's what we circled back. ADHD at its finest.
Let's circle on back. RDJ, Eagles great. See you later.
See you later, guys. And keep it in life holographic.
We're not done yet.
No.
That was good.
That was I like how it left the pause.
Oh my gosh. Now we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
So to wrap up, I think Robert Downey Jr. is a great casting choice as Doctor Doom, and I think he'll bring uniqueness to the character, and it would just be hilarious if he does take his mask off and one of the Avengers is like, hey, it's Iron Man, and they're like, I'm not Iron Man.
Oh, yeah, right to the face. I'm not Iron Man. It's the kid in the face.
Okay. Now we're done.
You're my hero.
Tell us what you guys think in the comments below. Do you like the casting choice of Robert Downey Jr. for Doctor Doom? Who else would you rather see as Doctor Doom if you don't? And what are you looking forward to coming soon? Live your life
holographic.